Welcome to the final day of our 5-day road trip to Quebec City. Today we are heading back home, and on our way back we'll do multiple stopovers, including one in Kingston, Ontario. We are also planning to visit Aadhiya's grandma's organic vegetable garden, and I just can't wait to see the girls' reaction. In addition, we also made a spontaneous detour to check out this place called BenLallin, where they had all these fiberglass animals. So let's start the journey back. Welcome back to Aadhiya's world, where we explore the new world of parenthood through our two butterflies. If you are new to Aadhiya's world, this channel is all about the discovery of millennial parenting trends, the joy and challenges of everyday parenting. We share our experiences, ideas, and thoughts on wide-ranging topics, including early childhood education, travel, food, and fun. So subscribe and hit the bell icon for more. If you have seen our day 4 video, you will recall that the men wanted to cook dinner. In case you missed our day 4, check the card above or check our channel. As you're seeing here, 2 of our uncles were in charge of leading the kitchen. One made his delicious shrimp curry and the other one made his signature chicken curry. I understand over the years he perfected the recipe with his own twist, and I gotta admit it's a fabulously delicious chicken curry. It really has the nice level of spiciness and flavor, which is not overpowering but at the same time super delicious. So after this special dinner, we all relaxed for the night and shared our experiences from the trip and watched some TV and hit the bed to get ready for the early morning trip back home. Good morning, guys. I'm pretty sure we're gonna miss this beautiful view, the early morning view that we had for the past few days. Everything is packed and loaded now. We'll be saying our final goodbye to the great place we stayed at. We have decided to start the journey back fairly early today, as we are planning to do some multiple stopovers as well as an extended stopover at Kingston, Ontario. This is where we are intending to take our lunch break as well. On our way back, we are also planning to do a stopover at one of Aadhiya's grandma's place and check her organic garden. We are hoping the girls will have some fun exploring the fruits and vegetables. Okay, so now our breakfast is over and we're going to head on to the highway. We are now on Trans-Canada Highway 20 towards Montreal. As you can see, girls are tired after some breakfast and they both are napping. So right here on our way back, we saw this place called BenLallin. You could literally see this while you're driving on the highway with all the colorful fiberglass animals. So we decided to make a spontaneous stopover and check this place out, as we thought the girls would love to see them closer. And personally, I would love to do it too. So here we are. Looks like they have tons of animals and wood carving items here. Although the place looked closed now, maybe it's too early in the morning. We are here right now, so anyways, our intention is not to go inside but to check from outside, so we should be perfectly fine. Clearly, girls are super excited. We decided to get down and check around the place and see. To our surprise, there were a few farm animals here. The girls are ecstatic seeing these animals. Looks like we have few llamas. Oh wow, they seem to be super curious to check us out. The girls are loving it, and there are a few goats here as well walking around again, and seeing all these fiberglass animals was really nice. Wow, that was really fun, and here we are back on the road heading towards Montreal. The girls are wide awake and we're having some chit chat going on here. Here we are going through the Pontaine Louis-Hippolyte Lafontaine. It's about a 2 kilometers tunnel that goes under the St. Lawrence River. As mentioned earlier, we'll be stopping at Aadhiya and Ovia's grandma's place in Montreal to drop them back over. So here we are at Aadhiya and Ovia's grandma's place. She's into big time organic gardening, and Aadhiya and Ovia had a great time exploring it. As you guys can see here, she has a whole bunch of fresh fruits and veggies, and again Aadhiya and Ovia had a great time exploring it. And it's a great way for the kids to see where the foods they eat are coming from and the process it takes for it to grow. We spend quite a bit of time explaining them how they grow and what you got to do on a daily basis, from watering to maintaining the soil. If you have watched our day 1 of the trip, you guys will already know how working with the nature and preserving natural resources are near and dear to our hearts. And this is also a process of us really educating the girls on how to be conscious of what they eat. And we think creating that awareness is so important from an early age on. In case you missed that video, you can click the card above or simply check our channel. And we are here continuing back our journey, and the girls are taking a nap, and this is giving us some time. Wow, wow, wow. What a trip this has been, guys. I felt like this trip was well overdue, and it gave us a chance back to spend some time, a great time with our extended family members, and also provided us a way to unplug from the usual routine. Just reflecting back on the last 3 days of this trip, I wish we could have spent a little bit more time. However, this is all we could work within everyone's schedule. This trip definitely was an experience for me and for my girls, as I haven't had such a long trip so far, and I had lots of questions and concerns before embarking on this trip. However, now I have to admit it was much more smoother than I thought. Aadhiya and Ovia's aunt and cousin have planned this trip pretty well, and we had an amazing place to stay and explore the Quebec City, which was awesome. Just going back to day 2, the highlight of day 2 definitely was the overall experience of the old Quebec City. Especially seeing the narrow and historic streets along with the Fairmount Hotel, Chateau Frontenac and the St. Lawrence River was an experience on its own. It felt quite surreal for me personally to stand at the top of the cliff and look down the St. Lawrence River and think about how many times my dad would have traveled on the ship through the rivers. After sending few pictures to him later that night, I had a fascinating conversation with him. Our objective for day 2 was to cover at least 10 of the most must-see attractions, and at the end we were glad we were able to cover more than that. I so wish that we could have stayed longer and experienced the night lights. However, with our 2 ladybugs, that was impossible for us to do that day. As mentioned earlier, guys, we are doing a stopover at Kingston and have a mini picnic, or I can call it as a lunch break too. Again, this is the first time for me and the girls. I'm looking forward to see this beautiful place. Kingston has again a lot of historic significance, including Canada's first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald, was from Kingston. And in case you guys didn't know, Kingston was Canada's first capital city. That's right, guys, Kingston was named the first capital of the United Province of Canada on February 10, 1841, although it was only Canada's capital until 1844. Looks like unfortunately we won't have much time to spend here, as we have to head back home before the night falls. However, this time we are planning to go to the downtown right now, grab some food close by and find a place close to the water and just enjoy that time. So we ended up grabbing some Cambodian food, and I must admit, one of the best takeout food that I had after a very long time. Guys, believe me, it was so spicy and it was so delicious. I love spicy foods. The food was spicy. I love it, and it had that tangy flavor. And overall, it was great. It was really, really nice to have that kind of a food after 5 days of sometimes having on and off food flavors. So this was really, really great. And most importantly, every one of us loved the food, especially my family members. They are so picky, but I think nobody complained about the food. Everybody just enjoyed it. And looks like here, Aadhiya and Ovia is having a great time with their cousin Kiki. Now back to our day 3. Day 3 was another one of the most memorable day. It was the visit to the Montmorency Falls. This falls is absolutely spectacular to look from every angle, and the highlight of the day for me was standing right above the falls on the footbridge and experiencing it in a way that I have never experienced a waterfalls. Another surreal moment for sure. I was also fascinated about the historic and geological significance of this falls. bye-bye Kingston. It was such a beautiful place in front of the waters, and it was really great. But now again, it's time for us to continue our journey. We are back on 401 heading towards Toronto. We should be arriving in few hours. Okay, so now it's back to our day 4. Reflecting back on day 4, another day of adventure and fun, we ended up visiting the oldest pilgrimage site in North America, the Basilica of St. Anne de Beaupré. Quite a spiritual experience overall. And on our way back, we ended up visiting another falls, the beautiful and breathtaking Chaudière Falls, located just few minutes from the Quebec City, another spectacular falls. We are so glad that the girls enjoyed the 4 days of events without any issues. Initially, I was a little concerned how they will handle the long trip and the hassle of sitting for a prolonged period in their car seat. However, with plenty of breaks and the various activities that we did with them, it kept all of us quite busy, happy, and entertained. Here we are, guys. Our trip is coming to an end here. Definitely an experience to remember. So that's it for today. Hope you had fun watching this video, and if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We will see you next week, and until then, happy parenting.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow.